Okay, so if you've ever been to Japan, you know every single region has its own unique flavor, right? And that totally extends to how people talk. So today, we're going to head to the amazing city of Fukuoka to get to know a dialect that's famous for being one of the absolute warmest in the whole country. So get ready, because our little language journey to Hakata is starting right now. And we have to start with the most famous phrase of them all. You know, in standard Japanese, you might hear aishiteru, but in Hakata, it's Suito-yo. Suito-yo. See, it's not this big, dramatic declaration. It's softer, way more intimate, kind of like a warm whisper. Honestly, this one phrase just perfectly captures the gentle heart of the whole dialect. So yeah, let's get properly acquainted. Hakata-ben, that's the dialect you'll hear all around Fukuoka City. And Fukuoka is a historic port. I mean, it's been welcoming travelers for centuries. So it makes sense that this has shaped a dialect with a personality that's just as warm and inviting as the city itself. Now, to really get the feel for this, we're going to frame this whole thing as a kind of friendship journey. We'll learn the key phrases in the exact order you might use them when you're meeting someone new, from that first hello all the way to a really heartfelt goodbye. So, what do you say? Ready to make a new friend in Hakata? Let's do it.
All right. Every friendship starts with that first encounter, right? So let's break the ice. We're going to learn the casual phrases that really open the door to a good conversation and show off that friendly Hakata spirit. So instead of some stuffy, formal greeting, you're probably going to hear this. Nani shiyoto? That's nani shiyoto. It's a super casual, what are you up to? Or just, what's up? But you got to listen for that ending, to. That little sound, it gives the phrase its signature softness and this rhythmic bounce that is just pure Hakata. Okay, but what if you're meeting up with someone you haven't seen in a while? Then you'd use this. Dogen shottaya. Dogen shottaya. This one has such a genuine, caring feel to it. It's so much warmer and more personal than a simple, how are you? It's like you're really asking, hey, have you been doing okay? Absolutely perfect for a reunion. So you've said hello, what's next? Well, hanging out, of course. And the phrase for that is, asoban? Asoban? It's so simple, but it's just incredibly charming. It literally means, wanna play. I mean, come on, who could say no to that? It's an offer that's pretty much impossible to refuse. Okay, so you've made a connection. Now it's time for the really fun part, sharing experiences. Let's dig into how to react like a local so you can really get in on the vibe. Look, you're in Fukuoka, so you absolutely have to try the famous tonkotsu ramen. And when it's just unbelievably delicious, the phrase you're going to need is bariuma. That's bari-uma. See, bari is the Hakata word for very or super, which makes this the ultimate compliment for any amazing food you try. Now, let's be real. Every good friendship involves a little bit of playful teasing. So if your new friend tells a story that just completely falls flat, you can hit them with the shiketottai. Shiketottai. It's a friendly jab, basically meaning that was lame. It's the perfect way to say their joke totally flopped without, actually being mean about it. But hey, sometimes things are just genuinely annoying, right? If a place is way too loud or someone is really bothering you, the go-to expression is shashika. Shashika. It's so direct and really expressive. It's just so annoying, or ugh, it's so noisy. I mean, the pup covering its ears, that says it all. All right, you ready for this? This is probably the most fascinating part of our whole journey. We're about to look at some phrases that could actually get you into a little bit of trouble. Why? Because in Hakata-ben, they mean something completely different than they do in standard Japanese. So yeah, this is where you really, really have to listen closely. Okay, pay super close attention to this one. In standard Japanese, Tsumaran, just means boring. But, and this is a big but, in Hakata, if someone says this to you, they are flat out rejecting whatever you just said. It's a firm no way or denied. I mean, that is a huge difference in meaning. And here's another one that'll make your head spin. Hakon, shukon. Now, it looks like the negative form of to like, right? So you'd think it means I hate you. But whoa, it is not nearly that serious. It's actually this cute, almost pouting way of saying, you're mean, or like, I'm upset with you. It's so much more playful than hateful. So as we start to wrap up our little journey here, you can really see that these phrases, they're so much more than just words. They really paint a picture of the whole personality of the region, a culture that really values warmth, directness, and just a whole lot of heart.
You know, if there was just one phrase that could sum up the entire spirit of Hakata, it might just be this one. Yoka-yoka. Yoka-yoka. This is the ultimate positive affirmation. It means it's all good, don't even worry about it, or no worries. It just embodies this warm, forgiving, and easygoing attitude that is so central to the local culture.
So when you put all these pieces together, you get this amazing personality profile. Hakata-ben is warm and forgiving. You see that in Yoka-yoka. It's playful and direct, like we heard with Shikei-totai. It's got that rhythmic, soft feel with its unique endings. And above all, it just feels so sincere and gentle, which takes us right back to that very first phrase, Suito-yo. And just like that, our friendship journey has to come to an end. But in Hakata, you don't just say goodbye. You say, mata aoya, mata aoya. This means, let's meet again. And that little ya at the end, it adds this incredible layer of warmth and sincerity. It feels like a promise, and it's just the perfect, hopeful way to part ways.
You know, all of this really makes you think, doesn't it? What's a phrase from your own hometown? You know, a word or some expression that you feel just perfectly captures its unique spirit. It's such a fascinating reminder that language is so much more than just words. It's really a window straight into the heart of a place. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey today.